Okay, I'm going to tell you when to start the thing. You go ahead. Yes. Hey, hey, hey.
Girls all over the world. Original King Julian on the casement. I love how all the girls move their body.
Technical
And when you
difficulties
move your
tonight,
body,
people.
you to move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, fantastic.
All right, everybody, you know the rules.
Sweet, fantastic. Big your body out in
Have
the big
your
tight
comment below, your name, and say hi, Charlie, I'm here. And then tag your friends and tell them to jump on this country just to get started. We are having some technical difficulties tonight. For whatever reason, StreamYard has decided that it's not going to let me upload my slides for tonight. So we're going to have to try something a little different.
Original cute body make a man mad over the club. And you don't need no makeup. Original cute body make a man mad.
What we can do, right?
When you face a make man mad up nose powder. When you face a make man mad up like your eyebrow. When you face a make man mad up got your lipstick. When you face a make man mad up woman you nice broad face and a nice hip. Make man flip and bust them lip. Woman you nice and you don't get thick. Flick your body out in the big tight and woman a nice broad face and a nice.
All right, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Move It Monday. I'm Marsha, here to talk to you about what's happening in Tupperware and how you're going to make the best of your business and how you're going to succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Now, as I mentioned, we're having some technical difficulties tonight, so StreamYard is being very difficult and not uploading my slideshow. So I'm going to try to go over here and do it on another space. All right, and if I can flip that there like that. Okay, so hopefully you're all able to see this because I really can't see what you can see right now because I'm doing it this way, which is kind of crazy. But I want to, it is Move It Monday. And as always, we like to start with a thought to get us in our right mindset, that get our heads in the right space. At the end of the day, we are accountable to ourselves. Our success is the result of what we do. And, I think this is such an important thing for us to keep in mind because when you are the boss and CEO of Me Incorporated, you work for the best boss in the world. So everybody pat yourself on the back because you're the best boss in the world, right? But what does a good boss do? A good boss helps someone to become their very best that they can be. And that means that they hold them accountable to the things that they need to do their job well. Since there's nobody else that's going to come up to us and say, hey, you need to make a few more phone calls. Hey, it would be really in your best interest to date a few more parties. Hey, did you realize that if you just made 5 more contacts every day, your business could quadruple in the next month? See, nobody's going to tell you that except you. And that's why it's so important that we recognize that and we hold ourselves accountable and really focus on what we can do, what we are in charge of. Let go of the things that are going on outside of you. I like to say I'm in my bubble and respect the bubble. And in my bubble, I'm just going to focus on the things that I'm in control of and the things that I know I need to do to grow a business. We focus on the process, not the end result, because when we focus on the process, the end result is always going to come. So every day we want to have that checklist of things that we hold ourselves accountable 4. Can I make another phone call? Yes. Can I reach out and send a message to somebody new? Can I add another person to my VIP group? Can I drop in an office and drop off some catalogs to someone that I know? All of these are things that are in our control and that we can do. And last week we talked about the 3-a-day habit. Pick 3 things every day to do. So have you held yourself accountable to that, to doing 3 things every day? Because that is what's going to bring your success. And we want to talk about some things tonight that you can do to continue to grow your success. But first, I want to recognize our folks here. And I realize I don't have my phone. So Charlie, you're going to have to pick a number for me. I didn't bring my phone up here with me. 3, 6, 9, 11. We have 11 folks that have reported parties up for next week. Big shout out to Jen and Dakota and Corinne, who have 2 up for next week. Congratulations to them. But we have 11 people. Charlie, if you will do the honors and pick a number between 1 and 11. And let us know what that number is. And I can't see what you might be showing everybody is the number. I'll come back up. Let's see. All right, Charlie just ran his cat and it said 6. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Brooke Bannister. Brooke Bannister, are you here? If you are here, Brooke Bannister, in the comments say, Charlie, I'm here, because you just won a party pack. And these are little fun packs of things that you can use as gifts to give a hostess, to give guests at a party. If you do a drawing at your party and you want to send a little something to them, then these are some things. There's tiny treasures and there's keychains and there's just fun little stuff that, stickers and things you couldn't get anywhere else. So Brooke Bannister, if you are here, put it in the comments. Let us know you are the winner. And this is why it's so important, everybody, to make sure you're booking those parties and you're setting them up in the back office. And that's how you register your parties. Over when you go to set up a party, create a party, you put in a date and that populates it into the parties up. That's how I know you have parties up. So make sure you're doing that. And let's make sure that we add a whole lot, because you know what? Every single one of us should have at least one party up, right? Do you know why? Because you could be doing your only party. You could do your own party next week. I think it was last week, Pam talked about, or maybe it was a couple weeks ago, Pam talked about how she does a party in her VIP group every month. So she had that last week. Remember, she talked to you about it, and we talked about how you could have 2 a month, one in, have 2 parties always ongoing, one that starts in the middle of the month, one that starts at the beginning of the next month. And then you'll have people that'll, come up and party with you throughout that time or place orders throughout that. Anyway, she did her party last week about the freezer mates. Remember that? She always tries to use our focus product of the month. And she did it on freezer mates and talked about how they can freeze and all that good stuff. Guys, that party that she did yielded over $800 in sales. And that's a party she did herself in her VIP group as a class to teach people something, because really and truly, that's what people want to know. How do I learn how to be a better cook? How do I learn how to save money? How do I learn how I can save time in the kitchen? We're there to teach them that. So that's why parties are the key to everything in our business. So congratulations, Brooke Bannister. Let us know that you're here. All right. Now, one reminder, guys, remember we are doing this summer fun weekly activity challenge every single week this month. This is a July challenge. When you submit at least $50, you are entered for that week's drawing. We've already done our first 2 weeks. These are all fun summer things. The first week, it was an insulated backpack that you could carry with you to the pool. You could put some drinks and sandwiches in it with your towels and head down to the lake or the beach. The second week was a microfiber beach towel in its own carrying bag. This week, we are giving away a beach blanket. It's a waterproof beach blanket, big. It's also great to take with you if you're going out to maybe the symphony in the park or some or a musical thing outside, and you're going to be sitting in the lawn. It's waterproof on one side, it's nice and soft on the other side. So it's just, and it's real big, so you can put 4 people on there. It's just a perfect size for that. That's this week's challenge. So every week, make sure you've got your 50 in so that you can be in our summer fun challenge. All right. So we've talked a little bit about VIP groups, and guys, VIP groups are great for you to, as a way to add people, to add your customers to a group where you're going to, keep them up with stuff. But it's not just for you to sell things. It's not for you just to kind of dump all the ads on them. It's not there for you to sell your stock. It's there for you to create a sense of community. And it's one of those things that needs to be very dynamic. And by that, I mean, you need to be adding people every single day to your VIP group. If you have the same number of people in your VIP group today that you had 1 month ago, you are not working your VIP group right. And so that is why I have someone here tonight to talk to you about the VIP group and how she really works this and how she uses it as a way to provide service to her customers as well. So please welcome onto our stage tonight the amazing Michelle Davis. And Michelle, you have your mic muted.
That's right. I have a loud dog here. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to you and let you go.
All righty. Well, guys, I will kind of give you a little bit of quick background on me. I have not ever been in sales prior to Tupperware. I was in customer service. A lot of you guys know that. I did it for years before doing this. And I was like, I don't like sales. I don't like salespeople. And honestly, nobody really likes a salesperson, and they want to buy. They just don't want to be sold. They want to be, they want to be taught. Like she was talking about Pam, how she taught her people how to use products. And I was just at the Inlet last night. It was so funny. And they were, several of my friends, she was like, I didn't know that about avocados. We love watching your videos. We didn't know that you kept the pit in there. I learned all these things from you. And so, you don't realize how many people are really watching like live videos and the things that you do. And so just guys, look at your aspect of, if you're going to make something, you're going to cook something, you're going to prepare a meal, think about doing that. But, you want to be building every single day. You want to be building your VIP group. Now, I have about 1,800 people in my personal group. I have been building it since I moved, probably about 10 years, I think is when I started it. I put it off for a long time. My goal is to every day, I have a lot of friends. I have over 4,000 friends, but remember, you can only have 5,000 friends on your Facebook page. Then you have to start deleting people. They only allow that. But the cool thing about having a group is they can be in your VIP group and not actually be a friend of yours. And you can still message them in Messenger. So that's a really neat thing because you're able to expand. I think I have like 800 of my people that are in my VIP group that are not friends with me on Facebook. And that just opens me up for leaving more room for more friends or more acquaintances or more people that I meet while I'm out and about. So you want to go to your invite friends page, and you don't want to invite 50 in a day. Sometimes Facebook will block if they look like you're being spammy. So when too many go out to invite in a group in one day, you might want to limit yourself to 10 or 15 and maybe do it over different periods of the day. And sometimes I'll just type in, today I was adding a girlfriend of mine. I was talking to her on the phone. She needed some encouragement and she was local here. And she's like, I really need to get some Tupperware from you. I'm like, absolutely. Let me add you to my group. And I get you a book. And so I went in and I was looking under Angela. So all these other Angelas popped up. And as long as there was some of them I didn't even really recognize. So they were probably a customer of mine from years ago. If they're a consultant, of course, I just bypass those. If I know for a fact they're a consultant, you're really focusing on getting new people, new customers. They're going to shop from you in your VIP groups. Okay. So every single day, set a goal, maybe have a little check mark. This is what I'm going to do. Friend finding while you're out and about, guys. I'll just tell you what happened this week. We were actually out doing some shopping, Jeff and I. And lady, they do this all the time. They see my Tupperware. I'll see people mouth the words Tupperware and point at me all the time. Like, it's ridiculous. So think about if you're wearing a shirt or you're wearing a bag or something that you earned or you're toting it into the grocery store. People are going going to see that, and you're not even having to open your mouth. You're literally advertising Tupperware and that you sell Tupperware, or that you know about Tupperware that they can ask you. So that is always opening yourself up by branding for you to have that. I love using Facebook on my phone when I search for people, and I will search them in my phone and find them and then friend them, or I'll have the search there. I do friend them, and you can always go back and unfriend once they join your group, whatever you want to do. But you can friend them, and then you can go back into your search on your phone and you can recall, like maybe it was the night before, maybe you met 3 people, or maybe it was the day before and you hadn't had a chance to go track them down yet. That way you can just look back through your search selection and you can get them in there. So that the lady that saw me when we were out shopping, she flagged Jeff down. She's like, "Oh, can I have a book?" And sometimes I don't get a call back. Sometimes we were kind of rushed, so I did not get her name and number. It's always your best bet to get their information from them. Or what I love to do too is I have my QR code on my business card. So I always give, if you guys don't have a QR code, this one is actually just to my VIP group. I know Corinne has trained on doing it in all of your different areas of social media. If you use Instagram, if you use other sites, things like that. This has my website, it has my email, has my phone number, my cell. I tell them they can text me. But what I want them to do is join that QR code and join that group. And so Jeff had handed her the stuff. So I didn't get a chance to talk to her personally, but luckily she did call me, put her in my phone. She was looking for some products that I had on hand, got her a brand new catalog, met her down here, and she was just so excited. She'd already messaged me about more things in the catalog. And it's a way for us just to expand by just branding ourselves that way. It's an easy way to do that. Also, you can do that at your vendor events. I think the last Christmas show I did last year, I added over 100 people to my group, because as they were checking out, I had my QR code there, and I said, "Hey, while I'm checking you out, go ahead and zoom into this. I'm going to be giving away a prize." So to one person who joins my group, and they go in, and I'm like, you're not bothered or anything about it. It's just a group. You can go find me and we can connect later, because you might need Tupperware and you can't remember where to go, and they can type in the word Tupperware in their groups and I'm going to pop up. So always be looking for those events right now. Be sure that you're getting people connected to you as a person. I will say, being in Tupperware 26 years, guys, I have people that purchase from me, that have purchased with me from day one. I have ladies that did parties for me, my first 5 Tupperware grand opening parties. Though the launch parties, they are still shopping with me or sending me referrals. And that's huge. That's key, because if they're your friend, they're gonna be like, "Hey, call my friend Michelle." I have all the time people say, "Hey, my friend so-and-so referred me to you. I have a broken piece of Tupperware," or I want to buy a big bowl or something. And it's just, when we give good customer service, that's what's going to happen. I don't think I shared the last time I trained something that happened to me at the Christmas show over 12 years ago, easily. I was working in Charlotte at the Christmas show, worked a shift, and this lady was looking for a ham saver seal. And I had one at home. For some reason, I had an extra one. I don't even know how I got it. But I had an extra flavor saver seal, and I'm like, "Listen, I will mail this to you, and I when I get home, I'll figure it out and we'll get it to you, because I've got one for you, but they're discontinued, they're not available right now, and there's not really anything comparable to that size." So I was going to put it in an envelope, and I'm like, it was quite a bit to mail because it's a pretty big seal. So I messaged her and I said, "Well, how about we just do a party?" And she's like, "Okay." And I said, "I'll bring it." Well, she was over an hour and a half from my house. So it was a pretty big venture. And she's like, "I have 5 people coming." And her party was, I believe, $500, but her daughter came. Her daughter not only had $1,600 party, I think it was over 1,000, but she signed up to sell. And then she became a manager on my team. So by that one seal, I tracked this for the longest time until I quit tracking it. I think I tracked it for a year, Marcia, and she knows my story because we've told this, but it's just one customer service instant led me to sales during that year of over $50,000. And the way that happened was she recruited people who became managers, who this one recruited this one. And I just kind of felt it was interesting to track my party lines from some of them stopped here, and then some of them kept going over here, and then someone would join, and then they had their own, own new branch. And when you think about that, just one act of service doing that can lead to that much potential. It doesn't always happen that way, but it can happen that way. And it's not going to happen that way if you're not doing it in the first place. So this lady still shops for me. She comes down to the beach and she's always buying stuff for me. She has a camper. She parks right here at Huntington. She's like, I'm going to be down in November. I've got a whole box full of things for her right now. If I don't have them in stock, I go ahead and order them for her. And so that is just a really key thing, guys, is to service your people well, respond to them, ask for referrals, build your VIP group, give yourself a goal of how big you would like it to be. Would you like it to be? I'd love for mine to be 10,000 people, right? So how big do you want it? And you can encourage them to invite friends. So another thing you can do is you can make a post and say, hey, I want my VIP group to grow by 50. Will you invite some of your friends who love Tupperware, and I'll be giving away a gift. And so comment below when you've invited your friends, invite 10 friends, and comment below, and you'll go into a gift drawing for a prize. You don't have to say what it is, but you've got something laying around. You can send them a tumbler or a little, like Marsha said, little surprise pack of things. It's worth it to have 50 new potential customers in your group, right? So I do use the @everyone. I use the hashtag highlight. That does seem to grab some people. You can do that normally once a day. I don't do it every single day because I don't want them to feel inundated by me, but I do let them know, hey, set your notifications to see all in this group if you're really interested in not missing out on anything, because we know they have those flash sales and those specials that come out just while supplies last. So that's really important too. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, there's something else I wanted to do. Now T, the new customer that I got, she did not have Facebook. She does not do social media. So I made sure I got her email address and I put her on my Grow Now account, which is a once a month newsletter. And I think, Marsha, that's in our, it's in our, I can't think of the word right now, but she'll tell you in a minute. The training packets, the training segments, I believe the Grow Now is in there, and it's worth it because you're putting a newsletter out once a month, and I do get business from that as well because they're going to send them out the specials. So make sure you're keeping in contact with them however they choose to do business. Texting with Project Broadcast is another great way to do that also. And the more ways you're doing to connect to people, the better it is for you as well. I talked about that. Let's see, using search, we did that. Daily did that. Oh, another kind of funny thing happened. I was delivering some products this weekend, since I told you guys I was kind of doing a little inventory, reduction sale because I'm going to miss the Christmas show this year. I'm going to be out of the country. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to sell some products. So I was delivering some stuff to some people that I know. And I had done the Fridge Smart video and a lot of people wanted to try the Fridge Smart. So I'm like, hey, if you need more, let me know. Some of them bought and then some of them got some extras from me. And so I was down there and I was given some stuff, and Kristen's like, I want to do a party. But this is one of my best friends, and she'd said nobody will come to a party. Nobody would do. I said, have you asked anybody? She goes, no. And I said, ask Patricia. She just bought a fridge stackable from me. She goes, Patricia, would you come to my party? She said, yes. And she's like, so every person she stood there and asked, of course, it's like, sure, I'll come to your party. I'd love to come to your party. So it was just kind of a opening. They just say nobody's going to come to my party, but they would never really ask. And so that was a learning moment for her that, like, man, you just asked 3 people and 3 people just said they would go. So, just let people know that this is a product that they don't see all the time. They don't see every day. When we get those wows of people that see us with our brand and see us with our car or see us, out there, they're still saying, oh my gosh, I didn't know Tupperware was still around. And they'll pass your vendor event and say that all day long. And now is the time to be looking for your vendor events for the fall, as well as the Christmas shows. But the one thing I want to kind of end with, you guys, is we do have once a year or twice a year Tupperware days. Why don't we make every day a Tupperware day? And I trained on this years and years ago, where every day I tried to use the word Tupperware out of my mouth, whether it was to a person I'm checking out with, to a person that's waiting on me at the restaurant, to just throw the word out, not say, hey, do you know anybody that sells Tupperware? I would just use the word. Oh, I earned a trip with Tupperware. Oh my goodness, I went to Germany, or whatever I've just got this great thing that I've earned from Tupperware. Have it, guys. Wear something that you've earned from Tupperware. Anything that they're going to comment on, that you can say that, because so many times, 9 out of 10, they'll say, oh my gosh, I didn't know anybody that sold Tupperware. And that gives you the opportunity to say, hey, I have a VIP group. Would you like to join? And so if you're constantly aware of that and constantly building, I will tell you, it's one of the best ways I have kept my business afloat, through the good and the bad and the ugly. And I know you guys want to make a ton of money, and this is going to be one of the ways that you guys can do that this summer, is just to focus every day on that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. There was one question, Michelle, that they asked is what are some things that you do to get people to interact, to respond on your VIP group? So, a couple of them were saying that they can't seem to get people to comment.
The biggest thing is to build your algorithms. And we all know that nobody is going to see anything that's not been commented on, right? So that does help when you use the @everyone or the hashtag highlight. But your bigger thing is to like throw out maybe at least once a week before you know you're going to post some things. Throw out a fun game. And I know we've talked about this several times, like, oh, take a guess of how many jelly beans is in the jelly bean jar, or which do you like better? You know, their eggs this way, this way, this way, or this way. And there's a million different things out there that you can throw that on your main page and throw one in your VIP group, because what happens is people just love to comment on that for some reason. The funny one that everybody always loves is, what's your rock band name? And you have to put like, what's your color of your sweater that you're wearing and the last thing that you ate, and that's like your rock. And so everybody just thinks it's so funny because it's something about them. And so they comment, and the more people that comment, the more people comment, the more people see your group. And what that does is it just builds Facebook algorithms towards your group. And then you're going to get more response when you do post things about the sales. And as I know, Pam even mentioned when she was training once, she said she sells it to them, like even in the paragraph, she's like, oh my goodness, if you can't go live, like this is why you want this. You guys can go to your website and literally copy and paste parts and pieces of the product benefit. You click on those little tabs next to each product, and you can give them, like Marsha's been doing with some of the daily posts, a plethora of information about that product that's going to make them want it more too, rather than just throwing it out there or whose mom had this, if it's a vintage piece, whose grandma or mom, snap a picture and post it below.
I love it. And, and I think that what you just said is a really important thing. For any of you that are trying to build your VIP group, you've got to really make that a priority. And as Michelle says, she's always talking to people, always trying to add people. Pam said last week, she treats hers like it's like she's walking into the room with everybody every day, every morning. It's good morning, everybody. What did you have for breakfast? Good morning. Have you got your coffee? And just creating that friendship, with everybody. And as Michelle just said, algorithms are boosted by how much contact you have with people. And so what you have to do is you need to be sending personal messages to people. You need to be commenting on other people's things. You need to do it on your personal page as well as in your VIP page. And you need to tag, like if somebody likes something, sometimes people will do a like or a heart or something, but they don't say anything. Tag them. So like if I posted something and Michelle put a heart on it, I'd go, oh, Michelle, you love it too. What do you love about it? And that way it's going to pop up against her and she's going to feel like, oh, she saw me. I better say something. And that's going to create that. And the more comments, the rule of thumb is if you can get 10 comments within the first hour after you post something, then more people are going to see it. See, we're really at Facebook's, whatever that thing is, Facebook is in control. We're not in control of Facebook, but what we can try to do is get around Facebook and Facebook, so you might post something today and somebody might not see it for a week. I mean, how many of you seen that happen? Something pops up in your feed that somebody posted a week ago. So the more interaction you have with as many people as possible, the more people are going to see when you post in your VIP group, and then they're going to comment.
And even ending your post with a question mark, like you're asking them something, Michelle asks a question, then they feel like they need to answer it. Like they need to answer because she asked a question and, oh, she asked a question about, did I have this product or how do you use this product? And then you get great ideas from that too. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I did one this weekend and several of you, used it, and that's okay. It was inquiring minds want to know, what was the first piece of Tupperware you ever had? Did you buy it? Did you get it as a gift or did you steal it? and I always joke about that because, so much of the time people, the first piece of Tupperware they get is one they got from their mom, they got from their grandma. My sister came and got gazpacho at my house and I found my bowl in her house like 2 months later. It's those kinds of things that we want to create, that fun atmosphere. And it was, somebody posted a little bit earlier, you got to have fun in your business. So guys, if there's any other questions, go ahead and drop them. Michelle can check them back in a little bit. Thank you so much, Michelle. And it just shows your dedication to what you do, and you're taking care of your customers while you have 1,800 people in your VIP group. So thanks so much.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.
All right. So once again, guys, really take some time to focus on how you're going to approach your VIP differently. If what you've been doing hasn't been getting the results you want, then it's time to change it up. You got to try something new. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and expect that there's going to be something different happening, well, as they say, that's the definition of insanity. So change it up, mix it up, do something different. If you don't usually do videos, post some videos. If you don't want to do your own video, go and grab one off of YouTube and put it in there. Use some of the ones that Tupperware has posted in the TUPP social or even on the Tupperware page. One of the things I do want to mention, though, in the Tupperware page, when they do videos and stuff, don't just share it, because if you do, if somebody clicks on it, it's going to go back to Tupperware.com. But take that and then you can, don't take it and then put your stuff on it before you post it, so that people see it, so that they get, they come back to you instead of somebody else. So I'm going to try to go back over here, since I can't get my thing to load up. I'm going to go over here and see if we can get that. There we go. All right. So once again, some of the things in your VIP group, yes, you want to have exclusive offers. That is really the only place that you can sell Tupperware at a discounted price, other than what it is. We just can't place it on our regular page. We're supposed to only post things at regular prices that Tupperware is offering it on our public pages. But in your VIP group, you can do specials, and that's great. Here's another thing to think about. If you have some pieces of Tupperware and they're sitting there doing nothing, because if it's sitting on your shelf, it's not making you money, you can go live and you can sell it. You can try to sell it. But you know what, guys? Would you rather sell something today, maybe for $50 and have that today? Or would you rather use that to try to date a party or two? And then from those parties, like Michelle said, one broken seal led to $50,000 in sales in 1 year. So see, this is the power of the party. And the only way you're going to get parties is to ask for them and to put it out there, what's in it for them, because everybody listens to the same radio station, WIIFM, what's in it for me. So you want to do that. So take that piece of Tupperware that you've got and maybe offer it as a special today on your VIP group and say, hey, I've got 3 of these to give to somebody today. And all you have to do is get your friends together and let me share a quick recipe with you. I've got 3 free gifts today for someone who books a party in the next week. And then, you use that as a way to get more out of it. Make sure in your VIP group you are sharing recipes, that you are sharing hints, things that will help them out. And it doesn't always have to necessarily relate to food. It could be one of those charts that says, if you're out of sour cream, use non-fat yogurt. If you're out of buttermilk, use this. And give those different things. You can use milk with lemon juice. That's what you do if you don't have buttermilk. And if you are out of self-rising flour, how to make your own self-rising flour. Those are little fun tips that people love. The 10 uses for lemon juice, 10 uses for oatmeal that you may never have thought about. I mean, how many of you have clicked on those things that pop up on your pages, that give you all those, I was this many years old when I learned. Create your own. I was this many years old when I learned, and put that on your page. That is going to get people looking. That's going to get people interacting. That's going to make you of value to people. So, and always, the giveaways, I typically 2 or 3 times a year we'll do a push, and I'll have a magic number. And when we hit that magic number of people in my group, I give away a prize. And so part of that is that you're in the drawing because you're already in my group. But if you invite somebody to join the group and they join, then you get another chance to win my prize. So that gets people out there trying to get people to join the group because they can get another chance in the drawing. So that's something to think about too. All right. We do have this awesome special that is going on this week. We only got 2 more days for this, guys. I hope that you have all been reaching out to people who bought modular mates from you. Now, you hopefully know that you can go into your back office, into Gen Con, where it says view orders. Okay, so you click the 3 bars at the top, scroll down to where it says sales, click on that, click on view orders, and then there's a search bar. And in that search bar, you can put modular, you can put, mod. I like to put it just the fewest letters I need to get it to pop up, because sometimes if you put modular mates, it might not bring everybody up. But if you just put mod, then sometimes it'll bring it up. And then that way you can see who bought these products. And it's a great way for you to be able to then follow up and say, hey, just want to let you know, I hope you're loving your modular mates. I wanted to let you know these are on special. I've already had 4 customers that have bought modulars from me before order modular mates this weekend, just because I sent a couple of messages out to people to let them know that these were there. So it's a really important thing to do that follow-up with your customers too, because that's good customer service. I want them to get the best products at the best price. We have all of these awesome items that are going on this month. The silicone bags have been huge. Kids are getting, people are buying their back to school stuff. Do a little training on your page and talk about how many Ziploc bags get thrown away every single day, how it takes 1,000 years for one Ziploc bag to disintegrate. And and if you add it up, how much money you spend on that over the year, and then 2 years and 5 years and 10 years. And if you would just invest today and get these reusable Ziploc bags, then you're going to save all that money. But even more importantly, you're going to save the environment, and you're going to make the world a better place for your kids to grow up in. So these have also been huge. People are buying these like crazy, especially when you show them how you can put some goldfish crackers in them, how you can put a sandwich in it, how, just do it. And put the camera on just your hands and just that, and do it. Take one around with you wherever you go with some snacks in it. Dakota, I'm going to call Dakota out again, because she's been very, very active on social media with her products and stuff. And she had one of her bags with some snacks in it, and she had it carabinered onto her backpack when she was heading out. And she just put a picture of that, and she goes, guess what I'm carrying in this today, or something like that. But it was just, don't leave home without it. All of these things are going to help you to create more engagement with your customers. Another thing with school starting back, reach out in your area and see if, there's schools that, a lot of schools, they do special fundraisers or special things to help kids who can't always afford to buy all their school supplies, and including like water bottles. This is a great one to do, like with the kindergarten, first graders, those cute little adorable animal bottles. There's 3 of them for $15. And you could do like of a kindergarten class, they've got maybe 2 kindergarten classes, and there's 15 kids in each class. That's 30 kids. If you sold 10 sets of these to people to donate, then that would be a water bottle for every kid in the class. And they'd all have exactly the same water bottles. And then that way, there wouldn't be any really, my bottle's better than your bottle. They'd all have a bottle. Everybody would be good, because most kids today, most schools are asking them to bring water bottles, so that they have their water bottle to drink at their thing. The bigger bottles, the 25-ounce ones that are just $8 each, these would be great to do as a campaign for a ball team. for cheer squads, for different things like that. So look in your area, reach out to some people, see who you could talk to about something like this, to be able to, do a donation. You can go to your community and say, hey, we're raising money to provide a water bottle to every kid in the kindergarten class, or every kid in the school. It depends on the school. If it's a private school, it might be smaller. We're doing a camp. We're doing a fundraiser to raise money to donate a water bottle to every kid on the football team, on the soccer team, on the cheer squad. So, use these things and get out there and grow your business in new ways that make an impact in your community as well. All right, something new and exciting. You may have already seen this. There was an email that just went out. It just got out, but starting tonight, we're not even waiting. Tonight at midnight until Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So basically, you got 2 days for our first TUPP Day deals, because tomorrow's Prime Day on Amazon. So our TUPP Day deals, we are going to have some exclusive vintage Cervalier bowls and Wandalier bowls offered at unbelievable prices, and better yet, with a $149 order, shipping is free. So guys, this is an opportunity for you also to really hit the ground running, get those pre-orders, put those orders in, and maybe do a group sale to your, and bring it to you. Here's what's also really exciting about TUPP Days is that we're going to be doing TUPP Days all through the rest of July and into August, once a week. It'll change what day of the week it is, what time it's going to start. Sometimes we'll know what it's going to be. Sometimes we won't. But in your email that you receive, there's a link for you to go check out the memes and things you can use. This is going to be huge. Could we have our biggest day of the summer tomorrow? I believe we could, because that $149 free shipping at $149 can be a game changer, because people love to get that free shipping. So even if they go and they get 2 or 3 friends together and put their order together and send it in, how many free shipping orders can you put in tomorrow? All right. So I want you to think about that. Put in the comments what are you going to do? How are you going to take advantage of this and really make it work for you? All right. We have our Red Hot challenge. I received tracking from 2 people that took me up on the challenge, Michelle Crump and Dakota McCormick. You're both going to get a gift from me for talking to 25 people this past week. If you didn't get me your list, guys, I'll give you till midnight tonight to get me your list, so that you also get a free gift. But I also, part of that was also the fact that I was giving away free products to anyone who recruited. We did have 2. Congratulations to Marie Maynor and to Leslie Smith, our first 2 to get recruits this week. They did both pick their gifts. Marie picked the stack cooker, and Leslie picked the large roasting pan. But guys, there's 8 more gifts. And I'm going to extend this challenge until Wednesday. So you've got 2 more days to take my stuff. Guys, I am giving away $100 pieces of Tupperware just for you going out there and making a difference in somebody's life. So let's get out there and let's do it. Remember that you have 3 options for them: your basic starter kit at $59, the chef specialist kit at $119, and of course the digital opportunity at $15. For $59, they're getting the small chopper, the supersonic chopper mini, which is $50. And for $10 more, they're getting the That's a Bowl and the Measuremates and the spatula. That's crazy. And then, of course, the same with the specialist kit. They're getting both the supersonic chopper and they're getting the supersonic chopper mini, which is right there, $119. And they're getting all that other Tupperware. So let's go make a difference. All right. And then all of our new recruits, of course, get to play in this Ready, Set, Activate program. And you get to earn this exciting, exclusive red vent and serve. So you don't want to miss out on that. And you want to be sure that at 9 tonight, you tune in to our M&Ms, because Carla's going to be cooking up some Cajun cooking in the microwave using those vent and serve, and you're going to not want to miss out her jambalaya and lemon blueberry cobbler. All right. Coming up tomorrow at noon, guys, you will also have sampling opening. Sampling for our August brochure is here. We have some beautiful things for those of you who love your pets. Colleen, I'm talking to you. We have these cute, adorable new canisters for with the cats and dogs that they can get, and they come with a set of scoops so they can put their treats in there, their dog food, and all of that. There's also, I talked about the being ready for the hurricane season and tornado season and all of that. We have also the large carryalls there. That'll be a BOGO special. We have our buy one, get one cereal stores, which are great for kids going off to college, and also morning rush hour for the kids going to school. And at the very top on that far right side, guys, check it out. That is the microwave pasta maker, the microwave breakfast maker, and the microwave rice maker. And you are not going to believe the price point on that for your customers. It's only $34. And you can sample that at 35% off too. Plus an amazing assortment of beautiful crystal wave pieces, the 3 different sizes in the rectangle ones. We never have the 2 larger ones. That's a huge one also. So check it all out. Sampling opens tomorrow at noon. All right, don't forget this. You got till Wednesday to submit your 250 to get your set of six 16-ounce tumblers in that exclusive color. And of course, you have a 2-week challenge to get all of those things for with just a $500 order, and you can double up and get 2. Also, for the month, you can qualify for your picnic bag, your lunch bag with the Tupperware in it, and it's got that thermal Explorers tumbler in it, and then of course our stack cooker in that beautiful teal color. All right, so as we close tonight, I'm going to close with this. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. So let's get out there this week and let's truly work our business because we're in control of it. Be the best worker for your boss and be the boss that holds that worker accountable because that's what's going to take you to the top. All right, everybody, let's have a great rest of the day and week, and let's make big things happen. I love you guys.
Woman, they're nice and